Hi there, Libra. This is Carrie at wooingnature.life. Welcome to the channel and welcome to your March Signs and Wonders reading for 2021. I'm glad to be here and glad to bring you another version of a relationship reading, courtesy of Pisces. Since it's Pisces season, Pisces decides what we're going to talk about. Pisces wants to talk about relationships. So we're going to keep talking about relationships. We're going to keep the conversation going. And I'm not mad about it because I've been getting a lot of messages from people about relationships. So I think that it's probably on a lot more people's mind than just Pisces. So welcome to our wonderland. All right, so I am going to read from the Enchanted Map, Colette Baron Reed. This is the deck that I use for the relationship map, which is a 2, 4, or 8-week process that you can go through either as a solo partner. You can do a solo track, or you can go through this with your partner, spouse, family, work family, doesn't matter. It's just a way for us to get you connected intuitively with each other, and then also use your intuition to move you past some barriers, help you develop some boundaries, or to, in other ways help your communication process and help your relationship move to the next level, whatever that level looks like. Okay. All right, so I am looking for 3 cards from the Enchanted Map to give Libra direction for relationships and the relationships that they're in, or the relationships that they're nurturing at this time. Okay, so I have the first card that came up, which represents like a distant past, or I'm not even gonna look at it that way. I think I'm just gonna look at it as to the left of the center. So left of center, we have the rescue card. So either you have been wanting to be rescued, or you've been thinking about needing to be rescued. I feel like you've been kind of alone in your own little world, in your own little island, and you've been okay. You had everything that you needed, but there's a sense that there's something else, and that you want someone to come along and find you here. Maybe it's what you are experiencing. You don't want to have to experience it alone. Like, you may be having some really great experiences out here on your island, and you want to share them with someone. So it's about being open for that. The center is the Wizard of Awareness. And so awareness is being aware of your surroundings, being aware of the people around you, and then also being aware of how you feel around the people that you are. And if you feel a tension, then address the tension. If you feel very comfortable with these people, then enjoy the comfort. But what I'm going to challenge you to do, Libra, is to not judge the feeling, but to use the feeling that you have to explore the relationship even deeper. And then we have here making choices, making decisions. So I feel like in the near future, after you have really taken in more information, you're going to start making some different choices about the people that you're going to associate with, or that you're going to spend your extra time with. And I'm going to say that you might be surprised about that, because a lot of times you know how they say first impressions are lasting impressions. I'm going to say that a lot of times that is true. But I'm also going to say that sometimes you are not giving people the benefit of the doubt in the relationship that you're in, and you're not stretching yourself. So you need to do that too, just a little bit. And I think that's going to inform your decisions in the future. All right, I am moving on to the Sun and Moon Tarot. For details, it seems like you've been kind of hit the dust, not feeling your best, maybe even feeling like you're hemmed in, pinned down, or just can't get up off the ground when it comes to this kind of thing. Relationships not your favorite topic, probably still dealing with something in the past that may have not gone well, or like it's just your collective view of relationships over time. That's what I'm getting from this. It's like this has become your collective view of relationships over time. Not great. Okay. So we've got the High Priestess here, which means that you are going to rely on your spirit sense or your sixth sense or your intuition now. Okay. So you're really going to learn to trust it. I'm getting that you have to learn how to trust your intuition again, and that you are going to be using your intuition as the guide. Okay. So this should bring some promise towards you. This is going to start to draw the right circles of energy from the spiritual plane. So I keep getting that this is where this needs to be activated. What that means is that, you know, there are things that there are three, they say there are three that agree in heaven and three that agree in earth. That's related to the Star of David, the as above, so below. You know, the energy going up, energy going down, because you ask, you pray, and then you wait for the manifestation to come. So all of that's related. And then we also have that encompassed in the image of the star as well. So this is about manifesting what you want. And the first thing is that you've got to communicate exactly what you are desiring in putting that out there. Okay. You know how people say, be careful what you say or be careful what you put out there. So be clear about what you want and then put it out there in the universe, because then that is going to start to create the momentum for the relationship that you're looking for. So be specific, but don't be nitpicky. Okay. Some people say you got to be specific. Let me tell you something. You're always going to forget something because you're human. Okay. So don't get attached to that. Just be specific, but don't be too, you know, don't have too many on the list, because that's, you know, you're going to upset yourself. Okay. So the time is coming. It says here, this is about you being transparent. It's about you being your unequivocal, unapologetic self. It's about you coming to terms with all aspects of the self and you being comfortable with that. It's about finding joy in that, and joy in another person behind that or after that happens. So what I'm seeing here, a lot of strong cards. You got the High Priestess, the Star, you got Judgment, and you have the Sun here. And this all comes behind this very difficult time that you may have been through in your relationship. So it looks like to me positive things are coming your way. Positive things are coming your way in your relationship, okay? Why is this Ace of Cups upside down? That's what I want to know. I just saw all this positive things, and then we have the Ace of Cups turned upside down. So whatever it is that you may be holding on to from this, you're going to have to release it, because you're going to have to turn your cup upright so you can receive the love. Right now, you got your cup turned down. You're just like, no, I don't. Libra, you got your, you know how you at the restaurant and somebody got their cup turned down? I mean, they don't want any drink or whatever, okay? So your cup is turned down on the table. You need to turn your cup up so that people will actually know that you want something in the cup. Now, metaphors and similes, symbols and archetypes. I'm just saying the cup got to be up to receive something in the cup. Okay. Excuse me. So we have the Prince of Pentacles here. Prince of Pentacles is somebody who's going to come along to fulfill your physical needs. Now, what I tell people about Prince energy, when it comes in, it usually comes in real fiery and a whole lot with it, but it may not have the longevity. May not. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I'm just saying that when romantic energy or relationship energy comes in with the Pentacles, to me, it can be young and fiery and feel really great, and it can be great for you, but it may not last for a long time. But just take it for what it is. In our relationships, we got to be a little more mature about how we see them. And by mature, I mean less emotional and a little less emotional attachment, because we get worked up in a relationship and then we want the person to be more than what they actually are. That's what this awareness card is about. You got to be aware. You got to be paying attention to what's happening, because if you don't pay attention to what's happening, then to all the parts of what's happening, then you get caught up in trying to make somebody be somebody that they're not. And that's going to cause a lot of burdens that you don't want to have. All right. So we're releasing those kinds of burdens. We're releasing those kind of thoughts that create those kind of burdens for us, because that's really attached to this Ten of Wands. Negativity is really attached to expectations and wanting people to be what they're not. Okay. So I think that this awareness thing is really about accepting people as they are and as they come, and taking them for who they are, and not trying to make them be anything else other than what they can be for you. Okay. And then the missing pieces, then you start filling in the blanks there, and then you make a decision. You know what? You're not filling in enough blanks for me. So I think you're going to have to get to 7. All right. So be honest, be straightforward, understand yourself, understand what you're asking for, be clear, line it up. That's what this is about too, lining it up so that you can enjoy a fruitful relationship in the future. Okay. All right. So we have the Moon card here. Moon card is about digging into your deep emotional past. It's also about going into the subconscious and dealing with those shadow parts of yourself that still need to be handled and dealt with. This could also be related to these kinds of shadow things that cause you to keep your cup turned upside down. Okay. But the main thing is to do it without judgment. And remember when I was talking about being transparent? That's the thing, you know, you want to be able to, the way to be transparent is to own all aspects of the self, and not be, and not try to disassociate from it, and not try to be in denial about it, and not judge yourself about it, but just really owning and accepting the self, because then that allows you to own and accept what somebody else has to offer you as well. And then you can make a better informed decision about who you're going to be with. Okay. All right, Libra, I think that is it. I have clean almost fallen off my chair with this reading. If you need to reach out to me, if you want to take the deeper dive, do a relationship reading, or if you want to talk more about the relationship map, you can reach out to me at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.life. As always, I hope you have a great day. You have a fabulous March, and I hope you have a wonderful life.